The world held its breath. In the icy expanse of eastern Greenland, a day like any other was about to become a horrifying spectacle. September 16th, 2023, dawned clear and crisp, the air heavy with the scent of the sea. Dixon Fjord, a place of stark beauty, was a mirror reflecting the towering cliffs and glaciers. Then the earth groaned. A low rumble, a tremor, something felt rather than heard. Then it hit, a monstrous wave. A wall of water of unimaginable size surged from the depths of the fjord. It rose higher than anything should, a roaring, churning monster. The wave slammed into the shoreline, swallowing everything in its path. Centuries-old cultural sites, vestiges of a people's history, were erased in an instant. A nearby military base, thankfully empty, crumbled under the water's wrath. Panic ensued. The few witnesses to this cataclysm, researchers stationed at a remote outpost, could only watch in terror. Screams were swallowed by the roar of the wave and the grinding of rock. The sheer power of nature, raw and untamed, had been unleashed. This was no ordinary storm, no predictable tide. This was something far more potent, far more terrifying. This was a force awakened. The world was left reeling, searching for answers in the wake of the devastation. What could unleash such fury? The culprit, scientists soon discovered, was a potent combination of melting ice and unstable geology. The Arctic, warming at a terrifying pace due to human actions, had become a ticking time bomb. The glacier at the base of a towering 4,000-foot mountain had been melting for years, its icy grip weakening with each passing season. The mountain, no longer supported by its frozen buttress, began to crumble. On that fateful September day, it finally gave way. Millions of tons of rock and ice, enough to fill 10,000 Olympic swimming pools, roared down the mountainside. The impact was catastrophic. The fjord, a place of serene beauty, became a cauldron of chaos. The force of the landslide, a giant fist slamming into the water, created the monstrous wave that ravaged the Greenland coast. The tsunami was just the beginning of the story, a symptom of a far greater threat. The world shook, not just from the impact of the tsunami, but from an unexpected after-effect. The earth itself vibrated, a deep resonant hum that continued for days. Seismologists, initially puzzled, soon identified the culprit. A seiche, this rhythmic sloshing of water in the fjord, a back-and-forth motion every 90 seconds, released powerful seismic waves. These waves, like ripples in a pond, spread out from Greenland, their energy detectable across the globe. The seiche, a phenomenon rarely witnessed on such a scale, provided a chilling reminder. The Earth is interconnected. What happens in one remote corner can have global repercussions. A team of 68 scientists from 15 countries converged on Greenland, drawn by the scale of the event. They used computer models, satellite imagery, and painstaking field measurements to reconstruct the disaster. Their findings were alarming. The Greenland tsunami wasn't an isolated incident, it was a harbinger of things to come. The Arctic is warming nearly 4 times faster than the rest of the planet. This accelerated melting is not just a threat to polar bears and ice caps, it's destabilizing entire landscapes, increasing the risk of landslides, tsunamis, and other catastrophic events. The Greenland tsunami was a wake-up call, a stark demonstration of the interconnectedness of climate change and geological instability. The world watched in horror, but also in recognition. This was not just a tragedy for Greenland, it was a warning for the planet. Coastal communities, already grappling with rising sea levels, now face a new threat: tsunamis triggered by collapsing mountains and melting glaciers. The need for action is urgent. Improved tsunami prediction models, early warning systems, and resilient coastal infrastructure are no longer optional. They are essential. The Greenland tsunami has shown us that the Earth is capable of unleashing forces far beyond our control, but it has also shown us that we have the knowledge and the tools to prepare for the future. However uncertain it may be, the time to act is now, before the next wave hits.